Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Griever Productions. If I do sound a little bit out of sorts, it's because I am just coming out of like a 2-day migraine, and so I'm a little bit. I'm going to be a little bit funny today. I think I'm on many a painkiller to try and get through it, but I needed to get some content done. So I saw that this one is a piano version, so I assume that it's going to be nice and tender and it's not gonna hurt my brain, right? So we're gonna get into this. This is a baby metal one. A lot of people a lot of people commented that they wanted me to have a look at this one, and I'm now getting to it. I am kind of excited to see what the go is with this one, because as you all know, I tend to go into these with minimal knowledge of the bands and the performers that are going in, so that I can react to the vocal. And I haven't done any looking into this song, but what people were saying to me in previous Baby Metal reactions was that their voices are absolutely phenomenal. And I'm hoping that this being a piano version of one of their songs, that we can really, take a look at the vocal and how they perform. So, without any further ado on this one, I don't think there's much more to say. Before we do begin, please leave a like on the video. In the description below is a link to our Patreon and our... Oh my god, my brain can't... merch and Discord. So if you want to join our Discord, you can join in there, and we can, you can become part of the community. We do have a very, very small community in there, but it is getting rather active, and that's really impressive to me, and I appreciate all the people that are on there currently. So let's have a look at this and see if we can break this apart. I'm excited about this one. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna pull apart that first vocal here. Wow, they really can sing, can't they? Okay, the thing that captures me about this vocal, right, is the tenderness that's in it. There's this beautiful vibrato that it almost sounds like she's holding it back and not letting the natural thing go. But in the process of doing that, it's created like another effect that is I can't even think of the word. Let's go with incredible, but there was a better word for it. It's really lovely. Her voice is absolutely lovely.
I don't know what to say, I don't know what to say 色あせてくから
Ooh. Alright, I want to hear that line again.
I don't know what to say
This one here. The way that she held that note, the way that she stopped that note was really masterful. It was really quite nice. It was almost like she'd cut her circulation off, not circulation, her air, like her breathing off, to stop that sound. It's interesting. Beautiful.
あのモノクロームの花火なら僕らは何色で描こう夜空を
This is lovely. Like, this is such a nice vibe, isn't it? I love this. This is brilliant. And actually, something else I want to point out, musically, I love that piano line. It's so simple, yet so effective. And this is something that that got me into music originally, right? And because it sounds to me like something out of a Final Fantasy video game, right? Because their music has always been top notch. In my opinion, you can very rarely find music that matches it, let alone beats it, in how just beautiful and grand the music is. And yet, a lot of the pieces of music that made me fall in love with music itself were these kind of just piano tracks, right? And the way that it's being played, and it's quite understated, you can tell that whoever has done the piano line is playing it with emotion rather than just playing the notes, right? Because there's a lot of piano players that can just play the notes, but they're playing it so tenderly and with the emotion, and these guys are singing along with that. Even there was a little bit of a back here, there was a little bit of a violin, I think it was. Like, it had that whimsical feel, almost like you were traveling, right? And it does, and it takes you to another place entirely, and it's beautiful. I love it.
雨に降られて凍える夜は少しだけでもそばにいたかった明日まで感じていたいぬくもりでさえも You don't have to say, you don't have to say 冷めてしまうからあのモノクロームの花火なら僕らは虹色で描こう夜空をラグナロクの黄昏に僕らは何を見てる長い長い夜だってやがて朝は来るから
Beautiful.
モノクロームの花火なら僕らは虹色で包もう世界を笑って
Beautiful. Wow. Wow. I mean, look, how heartwarming was that, right? Like, vocally, it was beautiful. I love to see these sorts of videos in which it shows off that artists can do multiple things. Like we had that song with the was it with the Gods of Metal, and then we had the collaboration with Bloodywood, which were much heavier songs, right? And this was just pristine. This was beautiful. That piano that was just there, it was just stunningly played. I don't know who was playing that, but whoever it was, kudos to them. And then you've got the two main vocalists here, right? Like the two people. I know that there are three in Baby Metal, but we only saw the two here. The one that was leading the song has such incredible control over her voice, and it's brilliant. Like, her breathing was great. I brought up that technique that she used to almost like just cut the air to minimize the sound, like to cut the sound, which is an interesting methodology. Like, the way that she did that was brilliant. Um, you had the backing vocalist, who we didn't see much of, but was incredible nonetheless. Like, it was just, and that's actually the mark of a really good support singer too. Is that they're there, they sound amazing, but they're not detracting, right? Even when they added a few layers of harmony to that to that backing vocal, it still wasn't detracting, and that's super important, right? And just this whole experience, this was an experience that I adore. And the more I watch of these guys, the more I realize how talented they really are, because they can go and do absolutely anything. Truthfully, this was wonderful. I'm glad I chose this one. And well, I'm glad this one was available to me to do with a headache, because it didn't hurt it, which is lovely. But no, seriously, this was fantastic. I am a huge fan now, and I really want to see more of these guys. So leave in the comments below anything you would like me to react to. Like a favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe, do all that sort of thing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.